Okay, welcome everybody. I'm so glad to be here. First of all, Rachel's not feeling well, so she asked me to step in for today. And it's really exciting because I see a lot of your faces and names pop up, here and there on Facebook. But to be face to face with you and see who you are is really an awesome thing. I mean, technology is amazing when it works, right? So I'm going to go through just, a little bit about my story so you can get to know me a little bit. As I said, Rachel's not feeling good. She got hit hard by the flu Saturday night, and she still has a fever. So it's about a 10-day thing. So we're hoping, that she'll start to get better here and be on the downslope of that. But in the meantime, you've got me and a little bit about myself. Rachel and I have been friends, first of all, for about 9 years, close to 10 years. We've known each other. We were neighbors. We were actually in the same business, but we were not connected. She moved to my neighborhood. Found out we worked, with the same company. And so we just became very fast friends, and we worked together even though we were not financially tied. Hold on one second. I'm wondering why the video isn't up. There we go. Okay. So we became very good friends. Our families were very connected. Our kids are very connected. They're all best friends. And so we've kind of gone through life like this together over the last 10 years. And so when she mentioned Isagenix to me, it was very interesting because we were with a company, both of us were feeling a little bit restless with it. We weren't sure, where things were going. Neither one of us were real happy. And Isagenix was a company that I'd heard of and had respect for, but I really knew nothing about it. So I dived into the research. I, really looked it over because this industry is so powerful. Network marketing is such a powerful industry, but everything has to line up, right? You have to have the products, the compensation plan, the timing and trends of what's going on in our world. So when I saw that everything just kind of went together so awesomely, I jumped in. Now, when I started Isagenix, I felt like I was in very good health. I wasn't looking for weight loss. I'm very much into nutrition, have always watched my nutrition. I'm very much into fitness, worked out a lot. So I thought, what, but I know that we need supplementation. I know that our food is not enough. So I decided, all right, I got to get this stuff in my body to see. So I came on, with the regular system and had the same results as everybody else. Started getting the energy, started feeling, like I was sleeping better. And just a feeling, I just have to describe it as well-being. I just had a feeling of well-being that I didn't really feel before. So things were rolling along. I, went through the first month. The second month, I decided to dive into the performance line because we had the performance line here, the full performance line, and that's what really, really excited me. I work out quite a bit, probably 4 or 5 days a week, and CrossFit, I don't know if that's a big thing over there, but that's what I do. It's a crazy, intense, short workout. So having all those products behind that kind of a workout really made a difference. So, as I'm getting older, I'm getting stronger and faster and seeing a lot more muscle definition than I've ever had in my life. And so that's kind of unheard of. And it's interesting because now I want to share this kind of piece with you because this is what I'm talking about. I'd mentioned you need to have patience before I started the recording with this business. So at my gym, I've been there about 2 years. Been on Isagenix almost 2 years. And just now, over the last 6 months or so, everybody at my gym wants it. But it took 1.5 years for that to happen. 1.5 years for them watching me, and then one at a time, the second person, the third person, the fourth person, and all of the testimonials. Now people are starting to chit chat and share it amongst themselves. It took that long for this to kind of bubble and happen. So that's, like I said, that was about 1.5 years in the making. So, as far as sharing the products, it's super easy for me because I live this lifestyle. And I think when you're sharing, you have to find, it has to be an authentic share for you. You have to figure out, what is it that really lights you up about Isagenix and share that. And maybe that person is lit up by something else. That's when you start to gather stories of other people and you share their stories. And all of this just takes a little bit of time. That doesn't mean you sit back idly and watch. You're still very active and building your business block by block by block, but also make sure that you're watching and paying attention and clued in and, watching the pages and being involved in the pages, because that's where all of that excitement comes from and all of the stories gather, and that's how we get out there and we share more than just our own story. So, so that's a little bit about me. I'm going to kind of jump in. It's really interesting for me because I've not been real honed in on what's been going on in the UK, but it seems like it's a big week for you guys. Like you have a lot going on that's ending Sunday, all of these promotions. I see like 3 different things happening now, I believe. You've got the customer conversion challenge. That's really cool. So if you have anybody that converts to associate from a customer up until Sunday night, they get a free box of eShots. Very cool. They have to be a customer prior to February 26th. And then you've also got 15% off for new members for orders of 125 BV or more. That's through May 6th. And then the Cyclemania. Oh my gosh. Are you guys capitalizing on this? That's incredible. I want Cyclemania. So you're doubling your cycles for consultants, managers, directors, executives. Double cycle payout through May 6th. You guys should be in a frenzy. Like that is so much to offer. And I love it because there's not only something in it for your customers, but there's something in it for you too with that Cyclemania. That I don't know that they've ever done that here, but that's really, really awesome. So, I hope that you're getting really excited behind these promotions, because here's what happens with Isagenix. There's promotions, there's new flavor. I'm not sure what all is going on in the UK as much as here, but we'll get a new shake flavor. We'll get a promotion of free shipping. We'll get this, we'll get that. Not all the time, and we shouldn't rely on those. We should not rely on those promotions to take that time and, now I'm going to go out and share. We need to be sharing all along. But when those promotions are here, that's when we can really go out and touch those people that have kind of been sitting and watching and just create a lot of buzz. And it's really fun to do that on social media. But you got to do it in the right way. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I know some of you have just got your pictures and your names up, but I would love to know if you capitalized on that Cyclemania, if you've got people coming in at 15%, and what was the third one? The conversion with the eShots. And if you're unmuted, let me know. How are you doing with that?
Yeah, the double Cyclemania, it's a really generous thing they've designed to boost up activity over here. Obviously, America's too big to do it. It would be too expensive. And it's only on cycles based in Europe. But it's really, really awesome extra money. Certainly the 15% discount gives more ability to speak with customers and potential customers, prospects to help engage them. The customer conversion challenge, that's not one that I've personally exploited yet. But nevertheless, it's nice to have for sure.
Yeah. And, I think with that customer conversion, they need to know what's in it for them. Besides the box of eShots, what is it in it for them? And I'd let people know, because you have people come on as customers, and I'm like, you're going to become a walking billboard. People are going to want to know what you're doing. So you have the opportunity at no extra cost to you to upgrade, and we call it upgrade to associate. And you can even call it associate customer, or however you want to word it, so they're not like, whoa, I'm not doing the business, and at that point you can earn cash back on your referrals. So I just kind of word it like that, so it's not, so they're not thinking they have to run a business or promote a business, and just say, oh my gosh, you're going to get cash back instead of the product credit. So, for those that are thinking about sharing, and even if they have shared with one person, you want to get that second person, that kind of gets their wheels turning. So it might not be the first thing you want to, talk with to people, but it certainly is something that they need to hear, because so much, there's so much there. All right, so you guys have the Bedtime Belly Buster. Is this a new bundle for you?
Apparently so.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so it's brand new for you guys, but you've had the products, they just weren't bundled together. Is that correct?
Kind of. I know about the Bedtime Belly Buster, the US version with the fruits and the greens. We actually don't have those, but we do have Ionix and Isopro, which I believe is the bedtime bundle they're calling it.
Yes, and then you have the third product, which is a different name than what we call it, but it's
Ionix Supreme.
The Isomove.
Yeah, it's the UK equivalent of Isoflush.
Right. So here's what's happening with the Bedtime Belly Buster. And I've bundled these products together myself and used them, and we've promoted it, but it's always been kind of an extra thing. And I love the fact that now it has a name and it's streamlined into a bundle, because I feel like that really makes it viable. It's viable, it has a name, and customers can add it on. That's what I'm doing, is I'm suggesting people add it on to their enrollment order so they can get going and, really increase those results. Or down the road, hey, month 2, you're going to want to do the Bedtime Belly Buster. A lot of people will kind of want to stay in their 30 days and then go into it, but everybody's different. We want to offer it to them. So the Bedtime Belly Buster is super effective. Have you tried it yet? Jack, anybody? No.
I've tried my own version of it.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed my clothes looser, and I don't feel I've done a lot different.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, although I'm not sure what way. I saw Rachel's video on Sunday. I think it was Sunday night or whatever night she did it, and that was the first I was aware that it was over in the UK. But I have run out of Ionix, so I have greens that I use.
Oh, okay.
So I've been using that. But you see, with the Ionix, do you add that into the ISA, the Isoline or the Isopro?
Yes.
What way do you take that? Do you take that separate?
You can actually do it 2 different ways. So let me kind of go through what the mindset behind the Belly Buster is, a little bit about the science. You guys can grab all the science off isagenixhealth.net. There's tons of articles on it. But just kind of in a nutshell, when you have that little bit of protein before bed, and by protein, I tell people, no, not a chicken wing. Not, you need, a protein that is easily digestible, low calorie. And what that does is it boosts metabolism while you're sleeping and kicks up your fat burning while you're sleeping. Like, who doesn't want to sleep and burn fat and boost their metabolism, in a very low calorie vehicle. And so, you're taking that Isopro, and for you guys, you can add the Ionix to it, or you can do the Ionix after and take it with your Isomove. Either way, we're adding the greens or we're adding the fruits. The point is the main component is the Isopro. The extras are giving you more phytonutrients, whatever your product is. So Ionix is giving you all those adaptogens, which are really great at night before you go to bed, because we know Ionix is going to adapt to your needs. So if you need to calm yourself, it's going to calm yourself. In the morning, it gives you energy. It just knows. So at night, it's going to help you kind of calm down and get into that, all right, it's bedtime here. But that Isopro, there's so many uses at night, or benefits, I should say, besides the fat burning. Late night carb cravings, right? Everybody's kind of struggles with that from time to time. And I find that Belly Buster, it's super yummy. Even you can add Ionix, you can add, even, you guys have Hydrate, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You can even add a little Hydrate, if you want to, and then you're going to have like this orange creamsicle flavored yum, and then do your Ionix. But that protein helps cut those cravings at night. Also, the Isopro has a little dose of tryptophan in it, which helps increase your serotonin. And so that's what's helping you get into that more restful sleep. It helps with that satiety, you know, curbing that hunger overnight. And actually, a lot of people say they wake up and they're less hungry in the morning, you know, after having that protein. One thing that I love about it, for people that are like, you know what, my tummy's flat, I can't relate to, you know, busting a belly that's already flat. If you work out, it is an amazing thing to do at night to help rebuild and recover those muscles and build muscle before bed. So that plays into your protein pacing, which is what I follow. I protein pace all day long, where I'm getting a certain amount of protein every 2 to 3 hours. And then right before bed, I've got that, especially after a hard workout, you know, you want that protein at night before bed to really help rebuild those muscles and, you know, build the lean muscle that you're looking to build. So whether somebody's looking for weight loss and a flat tummy or just building muscle, that bedtime belly buster is going to be effective with that IsaPro for sure. And then the Ionics, like I said, you can add that to the IsaPro, or you can take it after, you know, and take it with your IsaMove. Now, the IsaMove we know is magnesium. There's a bunch of benefits for magnesium. Yes, it helps you sleep. It helps with muscles. I've heard people say it helps with their restless legs. So the magnesium is, again, that part of the component of the sleep, you know, getting into that nice deep sleep. Science shows people that sleep more don't have the weight problems that people struggle with that don't sleep well. So sleep is a major part of weight loss. You want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Or, you know, people that are very stressed, people that are overweight, like you got to sleep, you know, everybody needs to take it down. So that's what this bedtime belly buster does. And I love that there's so much science behind it, and we can show people that, you know, we're not just trying to sell another product or, you know, get you to purchase, you know, extra stuff next month. It is effective, and it has a scientific backing and all of these tests and clinical trials that show it, you know. And here's the other thing. You can prove it to yourself, you know, in a very short amount of time. I've had people say, oh my gosh, I did it last night. I woke up, my tummy's flatter. You can see it immediately. So there's no guessing and hoping and, you know, we'll see what happens. Right out of the gate, you're going to see results, and they're probably going to feel their sleep is better as well. So do you have any questions on that, on how it works or how to?
I have. Hi, sorry, it's Tamara. Hello. Hi, I just wanted to ask, how long would you suggest to actually take it in consecutive days? What's the best amount of days to do it?
Yeah, you know, it really doesn't matter. For somebody who's really dedicated and wants to get, you know, I would say do it for a week, do it for 2 weeks, do it every other night, do whatever somebody's schedule is. But for somebody that really is like, no, I want results from this, big results, I would say stick to it 5 nights a week for the whole month, or, you know, do it a week, take a few days off, do it another week. There really is no, you know, protocol as far as how long to do it. I know some people do it every single night. I do the IsaPro almost every night because I work out, you know, and I want that muscle building. So what we're doing in the States right now, our group, we have a bedtime belly buster challenge group, and it's running for 14 days. And we know in 14 days, they're going to see some amazing results. So I would tell people start off for 14 days. And then they can decide from there, you know, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to keep going. They can keep it up.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other questions? I'm going to get into our bedtime belly buster challenge group because I think you guys should duplicate this, but I can share a little bit about that. But first, was there anything else?
Yeah. Can I ask Suzanne here about if you don't work out, should you still continue to take it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's, you know, the people that work out, they're like in a different category, but most people want to bust their belly fat. The other people, all those really fit athletic people, that's a smaller percentage of the world, right? most people are going to do the belly buster because they want to bust belly fat. And absolutely. And I had somebody say to me today, but I'm afraid of the extra calories. It's like, you can't think of it that way. And I get that mentality because people are so calorie conscious, but it's 90 calories. Beyond that though, you're increasing your metabolism while you sleep, and you're increasing your fat burning. That is going to erase any extra calorie, that somebody might be worried about.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay. Yes.
No, that's it for now. That's
okay.
Fine.
Okay, so do you guys want to hear about how we're doing this bedtime belly buster challenge?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. This has been amazing. Now we are on day 2. We started May 1st. And so we are on day 2. So anytime, again, that there's a promotion, a new product, we tend to, we'll come up with a 30-day fat burning and cleansing group. Anything, people want to join groups. They want to be in some kind of an incentive. And there's some kind of unique attraction to that. And especially when you call it belly busting, right? So ours was it's such a mouthful. Bedtime belly buster booty blasting challenge. So what we did was, we put it out there, and I'm going to give you a little tip on that too. When you're promoting something like this, like a challenge, I believe less is more. I believe that the less you say, instead of giving them all the facts and all the benefits, and they've got nothing. There's no questions left to ask if you tell them everything. So I like to just put out little teasers on social media and just say, new challenge starting May 1st, bedtime belly buster group, get summer ready, message me for details. And that created a lot of interest, messages, and people coming on board. And that's, this is for people that are already on the products. They're just going to purchase the Belly Buster bundle, and brand new people. Here's the thing. Yes, we want people to come on board with our systems. Not everybody is in the right time to do that for whatever reason. They can't wrap their brain around it. It's too big of a commitment. But the bedtime belly buster is 2 weeks. Like when we say it's a 14-day challenge, they're like, oh, okay, I can do that. And it's the price is so doable for everybody. And so it created all this, I went in. And I think another thing is when you create this challenge, don't give them a lot of time. Challenge is starting, and say like in 7 days. I don't know what day that I put that out there with May 1st, but it was not more than 7 days. And so people need to act quickly. They can't sit back and think about it. They've got to get that order. I went in, or they're going to miss the group. And so it was just an interesting thing. So I put that little blurb out there. And then a few days later, maybe 2 days later, I did a Facebook Live, and I just kind of said, oh, we've got so much, interest on the Bedtime Belly Buster Challenge group. Let me just tell you a little bit about it, because time's running out. Again, you're creating that urgency. And so I went through on a Facebook Live, just kind of what it was, hurry up, blah, blah, blah. And then more requests came in, more interest. And then a couple days later, I did the last Facebook Live, and it was less than 1 minute long. And it was just, oh my gosh, you guys. All right, we're starting in 3 days. You've got to get your order in tonight. This is going to be amazing. Okay, so do you see what we're doing here? We're just creating urgency and telling them a little bit, but not everything. Now, once people message me and they're asking me, yes, we have, we had messages we were sending people that we would customize per person. And so, we were telling them, they had a good idea what was going on behind the scenes, but not on my page. There weren't all these questions going on. It was just behind the scenes so they could understand what the group was about. So the actual group, there's, I don't know, maybe 4 of us that are kind of the administrators, and it's a Facebook group. The only way you can get into the group is you have to have your products ordered, or you already have to have them. We want to make sure that, you know, they've got their products and they're actually going to be doing Isagenix products for the belly busting. Because I actually had somebody ask me, well, I have products from this company. No, sorry, they're not going to be as effective. And, you know, we're promoting the science behind the Isagenix products. So you want to make sure that, you know, you're getting people in, purchasing the bundle, or, you know, some people may already have the products at home, and that's fine too. But I did tell those people, you know, hey, you might have Ionix, you might have IsoPro, but you're going to be doing this for 14 days straight. So you're probably going to need more. You know, so make sure you look at your cabinets, make sure you have enough, and order more if you need, okay? Because you don't want to be on day 9 and run out, and then, you know, you're going to be sad because everybody else is going on and you have to stop. And then in the group itself, we're actually adding, remember I said it was bedtime belly buster booty blasting challenge. We were adding exercises because there's a few of us that, you know, we have a Pilates instructor, we have a couple people that are, you know, very much into fitness. And so we're adding exercises every day, videos. And I think that's really cool too, in the group, rather than just flat graphics. You know, we're doing videos. So we have somebody doing an exercise video every single day, and just an ab exercise and a booty exercise. And it doesn't have to be long, just something. And we want them to do those exercises right before they drink their IsoPro. Okay, so we kind of get those receptors open and then have your IsoPro. And so people are starting, you know, they're already looking forward to today's exercise video. It's not been posted yet. And if you guys want to be in our group, please send me a message. Friend request me. I don't think I'm friends with maybe 1 or 2 of you. So, or Rachel, ask her and she can add you to the group so you guys can watch, you know, and see how we're building it and the excitement. We're making sure people take their pictures, take their measurements. Besides the exercise videos, we're putting up shake recipes. So it's very, you know, it's very interactive. And we're doing those videos. You know, I did a video of, okay, like last night, tonight's our first night, get your measuring tape, make sure you do it. Here's how you mix it if you've never done it before. And I think that is very engaging for people rather than just flat posts. So do you have any questions on that?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, sorry. How would I spell your name if I want to friend request you?
Oh, good, because I'm coming up as Rachel.
Yes.
First name is Pam. The last name is Baldassari, which is B as in boy, A-L-D-A-S-S like Sam, A-R-I. Baldassari.
I think I might be friends with you, but I'll double check.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and just let, you know, just message myself or Rachel and just say, hey, I want to get in the group so I can kind of peek around and see what's happening. And then we really want to encourage people to engage on the posts. So I should have counted. I think I've got about, I don't know, at least 10 people that ordered the products, but 3 brand new customers that came in with the Belly Buster. And, you know, and I told them, I said, so you know that I'm thrilled that you're doing this and you're coming on board, but I want you to realize you're just putting your toe in the water of Isagenix. You're just putting your toe in the water. And that's okay, but you're gonna get results, and then, you know, you can go from there. So, because I don't want them to think that this is all we do, you know, and then it's like, well, it's over. But you know, for some people, it's just timing. So it's okay. It kind of works out that they can just come in and play a little bit and get in that group, see the excitement, see all of the you know, all the people posting and all the energy, and then we'll go from there. And they open accounts, so now they're wholesale accounts too.
Okay, can I just ask on that note that you just said, so I take it that you've introduced people to Isagenix on the Belly Buster bundle alone?
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's okay, because obviously it is a lower BV, it's probably not going to have PIBs attached, but just to get them introduced to Isagenix, get them the products, get some results, it's kind of going to give them a bit of a boost to say, oh, this is great, and then maybe follow up after 14 days and then find out how they've done and would they like to know more and get them introduced.
Yeah, and you know, these 3 people in particular, they've all been watching me for quite a while. They know what I do. you know.
Yeah.
And so I think that they just think this is a safe place to start. Because you have to think, you know, when we're talking to people about coming in with the full, you know, Isagenix comprehensive program,
Yeah.
it's not always about money.
No.
You know, it can be very deep. It can be, you know, very emotional for people. They've tried so many things. They don't want to be disappointed again in themselves, and they don't want to disappoint me. They think they're going to disappoint me as a, you know, a sponsor. There's so many layers to it. And so I think people feel like, all right, well, I could just, you know, do the fortune, get these few little products, see what happens. And it's, you know, it's exposing them. So it's not something that if we weren't doing this group, it's not something I would go out and, you know, talk to people about to come in with. It's just because we're doing this group.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So can I ask, would you suggest then that they do this along, obviously it would be, you'd be advising them to go healthy, but can they just carry on eating whatever way they've normally been eating and add this to their diet?
Yeah, no, I do have a conversation, and I do let them know, look, you know, don't sabotage this. This is something you're going to add to the end of your day, but it's not going to erase anything that you're doing, you know, that's not the best choices during the day. So, you know, if you're looking to flatten your tummy and, you know, bust some fat up, then be diligent during the day. You know, just make good choices and don't sabotage what this bundle can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then are you suggesting as well that we would start a separate group for anybody we might have interested in joining the Belly Busters?
Yes, definitely, because your products are different, you know,
yes,
confusing. So definitely. And, you know, Rachel and I are happy to help pull that, be on the group with you guys, help you promote it, whatever. And it's interesting because everything in Isagenix, everybody copies from each other. Nothing's original. So there's another belly busting group that we're watching, that we joined to be a part of, to kind of see what they're doing. And they've got, I mean, it's Kelly Vickerdorf, I think is her last name. She's a top leader. They've got like 10,000 people in their group. And so we've kind of been watching what they're doing, getting ideas from that. And you guys will do the same with us, take some of our ideas, you know, save the posts, save the pictures and things, just duplicate. It's, you know, it's not hard. But you'll, you know, being part of the group will give you a good sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
No, that's fine. I'm finished. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Sorry, Suzanne. Sorry. Just quickly on that as well. So in terms of somebody decided to set the group up, so we could use your videos from your guys' group and save them, or no?
You can, I guess, but I'm not sure. The videos we're talking about are products. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the exercise that you guys do.
You can take those.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can save those. Those actually, I wasn't doing I did the exercises yesterday, day one, and it wasn't a Facebook Live. It was just something I recorded and then put up. So yeah.
Okay.
You can grab those. You know, and
Yeah, because I don't think I'm ready to do an exercise video quite yet on Facebook Live.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask as well. No, I wouldn't be brave enough.
No, not yet.
Guys.
Yeah.
Can I speak? I don't want to be talking over people. Could there's be like lots of like say fitness people on YouTube? Could you take some of their exercises and post it in your group?
I wouldn't post it unless you're doing it. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll go on, because we've done this before, different groups, and I'm like, oh, I got to think of a good ab exercise. So I'll go on YouTube and I'll find one, and I'll just do it. I'll duplicate it. if you're not comfortable doing that, I'll do it for you. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So
Yeah.
takes 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm happy to do that. If nobody in this group that's going to be doing it wants to do the exercise videos, grab the ones that we have that we're going to be having on our page. And then if you want anything different, I can do that.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And anybody else have any questions on that or feedback?
Sorry, Pam, with the videos, will it have a sort of instructions on how to do the exercise so then people who watch it get the full benefit for it as well?
Yeah, so I'm talking through the video.
Okay.
I'm walking them through, and then I'm giving modifications. So, you know, if people are at a higher level of fitness, they've got a higher, you know, they're going to take it up a notch. People that haven't walked into a gym ever or in 20 years, they can do it too. So there's different levels, and I show that. We all do that. So everybody can do this and not feel intimidated.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just looking at there as far as the actual bedtime belly buster. You know what I love about Isagenix is it's not black and white. That you can there's a lot of gray areas, and you can, you know, customize things a little bit. So if you guys I want to add some extra things to your belly buster, you can actually add your Cleanse for Life to it. Okay, like 2 to 4 tablespoons, or you call it Nourish for Life. You can add that. Like I said, you can add the Hydrate. Now, for people that do work out, if you have people that are working out, or for even men, instead of doing 1 scoop of the Isopro, they can take it up to 1 to 2 scoops, and even add a little bit of banana to it. Kind of help with that muscle building and that satiety. So I had made that note and I forgot to mention that. So, you know, people can add their Nourish for Life. They can add a little Hydrate, or they can add more Isopro if they're not concerned with calories.
Sorry, I know we keep asking, is it okay to ask question? I was just thinking, if somebody's completely new to Isagenix, completely new to lifestyle changing, they're very toxic, got quite maybe a lot of weight to kind of push, would it be more sensible to kind of suggest to get them on the 30-day system, which includes the cleanse, before they go into the 14-day belly buster challenge, so that their body can kind of rid the toxins and prepare itself to then absorb the protein and get the most benefits out of the buster?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
If you have somebody coming in that has, you know, clearly health issues, weight issues, just, you know, this probably isn't the right group for them. It's probably I don't feel like I would be serving them.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to start asking questions now.
No, keep going. I don't care.
It takes the pressure off us asking questions.
What was that? Sorry? Oh.
It will take the pressure off of us asking questions. We'll let you do it for us.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody has the same questions, so.
That's true. But yeah, no, that's great. Do you know, okay, I'll keep asking then. Do you know how long the Buster Bundle is that now a permanent fixture for the UK package?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, brilliant. And then, so possibly, maybe, because it's going to be there, speaking to people, finding out what they want, where they're at with their exercise levels, fitness, health, nutrition, and then maybe have like a continuous 14-day challenge that people can come in, and then instead of maybe having, because people are going to come in at different times, so would it be a good idea to just have this group, so if they are starting on the belly buster challenge, they can actually just go through the videos from day one, maybe have some suggestions to help them, and then maybe somebody maybe a week later can then start from, so that, and then maybe once in a while just have a collective big old push for everybody to join in and have live interactions. But in general, anybody that starts the belly buster can then just join this group and get the information that way.
Absolutely. Yes, that's a great idea, because, you know, we're not going to keep doing the challenge, because then it kind of takes away the uniqueness of it. And then,
Yeah, exactly.
but
Yeah.
yes, if somebody comes in and they want, I think that's awesome. Yeah, great. I'm going to suggest that on our side too.
There you go. I'll keep talking.
If somebody comes in later down the road, yeah, plug them into your group, and
Exactly.
the post will stay up so they can.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's okay. Somebody else going to talk now? Possibly any questions from anyone
No,
else?
I think I've asked all of mine that I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
Well, you can certainly message us with any questions, get on our group page, participate, because, you know, a lot of times, and that's the other thing, is when you pull your group together, try to get as many of, you know, associates on with you that you can, because a lot of people like to be spectators. You know, they're a little shy. They're going to sit back and watch. And the magic is the energy in these groups. That's where, you know, that's where all the excitement comes from. And so you want to pull, you know, from each other. And anytime you post something, I want everybody to like it and comment on it, you know, not just, oh yeah, I saw that post, but, oh, yeah, you know, no, like it and comment, you know, so, because if you don't, then nobody else is going to either. And so, you know, like Rachel and I will help, you know, build that up too. So you really want to come together as a group and agree this, we're going to nail this. Like, this is going to be so exciting. You know, we're going to start May 20th, whatever day you're going to start, and really have a plan in place, and then just bust it.
Yeah. I was just going to say quickly, sorry again. I don't know if I'll speak for myself, but I don't know about everybody else. I've gone through like a kind of wave of where I was doing really well, and then kind of life got in the way, stuff happens, and I went, bruh. That's kind of dented my confidence when it comes to now talking to other people, because I feel not comfortable within myself. So I don't know if anybody else, like, because you guys have obviously been doing it for a long time, you know, you're pretty fit, you work out. How would you help someone or say to somebody that's probably not looking how they want to look? And obviously you've got to be the product of the product. So how are you going to encourage somebody else to kind of take on board what you're saying when you don't feel 100% that you've achieved or should look where you feel or look, you know, where you should be?
Yeah, that's a very common concern for people. And you don't have the confidence, you're holding back. But vulnerability is attractive. Like, don't worry, be vulnerable with people. Tell them, like, look, you know, this I want to change this. You know, I'm a work in progress. I kind of fell off a little bit, but I can't believe what I'm seeing with other people. I want to do that. I would love for you to do it with me. Just be truthful.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking that, actually. I was saying that I've got to overcome my shyness of when it comes to doing Facebook Lives and just getting myself out there. And there are a lot of people that relate to people when you're more vulnerable. So I thought, do you know what? Maybe I'm going to get back in the gym, do a video and say, look, guys, this was how I was. You know, people seen pictures where I was a lot smaller. But, you know, life happens. People fall off the wagon. But I'm here getting back up and I'm on the journey. I'd love for any of you guys to join me and we'll do this together kind of thing. So it's showing that you're human, you know, you're normal.
And that's attractive.
Yeah, you're not a sparkly, shiny, unachievable, unreachable gemstone that everyone's going to look at and think, oh, I don't think I'm going to get that far, so you're not going to be interested kind of thing. So yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, Facebook Lives, they freak me out. Like,
Yep.
We all are like, ah, and I just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Oh.
But I just get excited and I go forward from there. But you know, be true to who you are, and so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go, oh my gosh, here I am on Facebook Live. This makes me totally uncomfortable, but I know that this is part of what I need to do to grow. Here's what's been going on with me. That people are interested in that because they can relate to that.
Very true.
You know, it's not so much where somebody comes on and they're polished and perfect, and then you're like, gosh, I don't.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So I will get myself motivated and boosted and say, yes, come on, we can do this. And definitely there were some people that are probably out there looking for something like this and probably in the same position as me, and is like scared shitless and thinking, you know, I don't know what to do, or I'm scared. And I suppose it's good because then people that do want to become customers, they say, well, look, she's human. She makes mistakes. She's nervous. She's being vulnerable and honest. You know, we can, if she can do it, we can do it. So let's do it.
Yeah, you know, and Rachel's really good about that when she does some Facebook Lives where she's just kind of laid out her heart and just been really, you know, authentic, and people can relate to that. And I'm not as good at that as just like, you know, being that open. But, you know, that's attractive to people because they can relate.
Cool.
You know, she's talked about her shyness and how she's overcome that, and how she never had confidence and things like that. And, you know, and I've seen people comment like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing that. I can totally identify. So you don't realize how many people you can reach with that, and how many people maybe need to hear what you're going to say.
Definitely. And there's a lot of people I find that they don't say nothing, but they're kind of silent watchers. And they just sit down, watch your journey, follow, and you wouldn't even know they're watching you. And then all of a sudden out of the blue, they just pop up and they're like, hey, I've seen how you've progressed. It's amazing. And you're like, oh, so I think being consistent and just doing it is probably going to be the main key for me to boost my business and my reach out. Definitely.
It is interesting because I have so many people that I'll get a random message or they'll comment on a post, and I'm like, good grief. Like, we don't even connect. I didn't even know my stuff showed up in your timeline, you know, like in your news feed. I didn't.
Yeah.
But they do, and they watch. And I've had so many conversations with people that said, I've been watching you, you know, so they just silently watch. And, you know, I did a Facebook Live, and I the one that I did last week where I kind of went through the Bedtime Belly Buster. I think I had 1 or 2 people on live with me. And that's like where is everybody? You know? But you just roll with it, because here's the thing. I mean, we know so many people, more people watch the recording, but a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to get on live because I don't want her to know that I'm watching. I'll watch her later. Oh? So don't let that discourage you if you hit that live button and there's 0 live people.
Yeah. Oh, I would prefer it if there was 0 live. And you could delete it, couldn't you? If you
can. You cannot post it. You can choose to post or not post. So
yeah, that's
so
true.
You know what the other thing is?
When you do a live, it's not actually live.
Well, it is live, but it won't show up on your news feed. I mean, it's showing up on people's news feed that, oh, you know, Tamara's live, but it won't post for people to see the recording unless after it's over you hit post. If you
I see what you. Oh, I see.
Right?
Yes.
Only the people that were live saw it. Here's another trick. You can go into your what is it called?
My Story? Is it My Story?
You can go into your audience. No, like on your regular Facebook. Let's say you really want to practice Facebook Lives.
Okay.
You can go into your profile and click on who sees it. And instead of saying public, you can say only me.
Oh, I've done that. Yep.
Yeah. You can watch yourself and go,
I don't
like that part. Oh, I got to change that. You know, kind of practice a little bit. So you're not practicing in front of the whole world.
Yeah, I did that at the beginning. I was like, oh, that looks horrible. And it's like, oh, no, don't want that one. But yeah, I've done that.
But I there's something to just doing it and being real and unpracticed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I didn't know you could choose your audience on that.
Yeah, you can choose your audience. You can choose people to not see it. If there's certain people.
Yeah.
Everyone except, and you can put people in there, you know, to not see it. Public.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that one. Ah.
Or only me.
I like that one.
We all have those people, right?
Yeah. True. Oh, just a question. Sorry, another one. I've seen a lot of people, it's become quite big with the My Story. So obviously, you know, people starting to realize that the news feeds are getting kind of dreary and just kind of you're scrolling through stuff. So when your friends at the top now of Facebook, especially on your phone devices, have your My Stories, you click it, and they're using that to kind of promote and show what they're doing in their lives. So if you want to do a live to show on your My Story, do you do it straight from My Story, or do you do the live and then choose afterwards where it wants to be posted? I don't know how to do that.
Either way, you can actually do a video and then upload it like a picture, like you would a picture on My Story, or you can do it live right from My Story. Same thing on Instagram. Instagram's the same way. You can do them both the same.
Oh, I'm just learning a lot of social media. I'm still quite new to all this, so it's a bit, and it keeps changing and more things added. You're like, what was that? And just keep on catching up all the time. So
the stories are kind of fun because they're real quick. You know, I think they're only like 7 seconds or something like that. So you can just kind of have kind of a running little of your day.
And I suppose if it's not a very good live, it's only for 24 hours. So once it's gone, it's gone. So you don't have to worry.
And you can delete it. It doesn't even, you can delete something on your story. If take that one.
I find with the My Story, it resonates with a lot more people quicker than the news feeds. People actually pick up on that a lot more. So then if you're branching out in the public, it's going to draw more attention, and to know what Isagenix can do with the belly buster, I find it's more effective.
I find it interesting because you can see who's seen your story. You can't see who's seen your posts unless they like or comment. But you can see who's seen your story, and I'm like, people that go across their top of their phone and just watch story after story after story are an entirely different group of people than the people that I think I'm showing up in their newsfeed.
I've noticed that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like I noticed them, but they're seeing my story because I think they just go kind of straight across.
Yeah.
So use it.
Yeah, because then I suppose you'll know who's looking. You can kind of most probably follow up with them and say, hey, and also if they like or heart your story, it goes into your messenger and gives you a little notification that someone's watched it and reacted to it. So then that's another follow-up way to get them to take a look.
Can you actually set them? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you actually set the My Story to public view? Because mine doesn't. It just says to friends. Can it actually be open up to public?
It can be to public, yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure where that setting is on your story, but you should be able to find it, because I see people that have liked my story or have seen my story, but then it'll show like just the number 1 at the bottom. It'll show everybody's name and then like the number 1 or 2 or 3. Those numbers down there are people that I'm not friends with. That's why
Okay.
It may be possibly, I think, if your whole profile.
Hey, ciao, guys. See you soon. Thanks very much, Pam.
Yep.
Bye, Jack.
Okay,
See you guys. Take care.
Take care.
Sorry, I know we're having like a conversation, but I think it might be if your full profile's public, possibly your stories might be public as well. So if you check your settings or
I'll have to check. I'll have to look at my phone. Look into it. But keep your story public.
Okay. And with the amps that you said that you put in with the ISA Pro, is there a certain amount that you would suggest to start off with for someone who's new to trying the belly buster in the UK?
Yep. 1 scoop.
1 scoop, but we only got the sachets of it. We don't have the scoop version.
Oh, okay. So whatever one serving is.
We do.
Oh, we do. Oh, okay.
We have the sachets is the Isoline. No, the Isoline Pro, the normal shakes. That's the sachets, but we do have the canisters of just the straight protein, which is the ISA Pro. We do, yeah. So it's 1 scoop.
Yeah, 1. I mean, 1 to 2 for men. But I think 1's pretty sufficient for most people.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I know it's late over there, right? It's about time for your belly buster.
Yes, please.
You want to do that 30 to 60 minutes before bed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go through that on that page. So get on our belly busting page, and please participate. Go ahead and, engage in some of our posts and have fun with it. And then we'll do the same. But thank you. It was so nice talking with all of you. I'd love to connect with you on Facebook if we're not connected yet. And
Yes.
I appreciate your time. I hope it was useful for you.
Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you very much. I've learned quite a lot.
Thanks.
So definitely thank you.
Good. All right.
Thank you very
See you
much.
again soon, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a
Okay,
good
thank
night.
you.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
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 Bye.